great tradition in college football. Georgia started the season ranked 5th in the nation, however. You know they had BCS aspirations, but they've got one more game each to play, and they both want to win.
Well, Chad had a chance to catch up with both camps.
How would you compare and contrast Amir Abdullah and Todd Gurley?
Well, they're different types of players. Gurley's a lot bigger than Amir. You know, Amir's more of a make-you-miss guy. Gurley's a guy who wants to go downhill, and you know, believe me, he's fast, and you know, he can do a lot of things. But they're two different styles of backs, two different body types. But they're both very productive football players.
Got to get to them early. You know, let them know that it's not going to be an easy day. And I think if we can do that, you know, it'll make the win a lot easier for us. You know, they have a real good running back. Like I said, you know, if we can stop them or stop him and be able to get to the quarterback, we'll be fine.
What do you think about finishing your season in the Gator Bowl here in Jacksonville?
Oh, it feels good, you know, to be out of Lincoln, Nebraska, which still has snow on the ground right now. And, you know, the main thing is just being out here and just enjoying ourselves, being able to be blessed to have another opportunity to play the game we love. In this beautiful city, beautiful weather, and you know, I'm thankful for the opportunity to be down here, and you know, I can't wait to get out there and play.
I'm glad we're here. I'm thankful. You know, I'm always thankful when we have an opportunity to play in a bowl game and to be here in Jacksonville. It's a great city, and I know the Gator Bowl committee does a great job.
How are Aaron Murray's spirits the last time you spoke with him?
You know, he's been, you know, I saw him when he was rehabbing back in Athens, and he's doing really well. You know, he's a guy that works extremely hard, and he's going to continue to, you know, rehab his knee, and he will come back stronger than ever just because that's how he is, you know. He's probably one of the guys you're going to have to, like, kind of, you know, bring back almost, kind of hold back a little bit. You don't want him to, you know, go too fast at his rehab, but he's got, you know, we got everything figured out. We're going to have our pro day April 23rd, I think. He pushed it back, and he says he'll be ready to go and throwing then. So, you know, that's a testament to him, and I have no doubt that he'll be able to meet those goals.
All the close calls this year, whether you won the game or lost the game, is that going to help down the road? Every experience is going to help the underclassmen next year when you and the other guys are faced with another tough game. You've been there before, right?
I think so. I think there's been a lot of learning experiences for this team across this season, a lot of adversity. But I believe that adversity has built character, and it's been a great time for all these younger players to see how the older guys stand up under that kind of pressure and how they respond to it.
Was there ever a point where the locker room as a whole maybe bordered on feeling sorry for yourselves, or you know, when are we going to get a break, and you know all the crazy stuff that happened and everything? And how close to that?
Well, I don't think we ever got to that point. I think there were a lot of opportunities where people would have been allowed to lie down and have that kind of pity party for themselves, and no one would have batted an eye. No one would have pointed a finger, because just the way that the season was going. But I think the senior leadership of guys like Aaron, Arthur, and guys on defense like Garrison, they wouldn't allow people to do that. And they made sure that you came to Georgia because you have a sense of pride about yourself. You have a sense of pride about your football. And if you have that kind of pride, you don't lay down for anyone.
I think they're ready to play. Let's talk about the two programs. Start with Bo Pelini. A lot of people thought he was on the hot seat, Chad.
Yeah, no, he was.
He was very outspoken about, he said, fire me if you want. Where does he land in all this?
Well, Bo Pelini's Bo Pelini. He's not going to be a nice guy. He's not going to say what you want to hear necessarily as a fan. But talking to the Nebraska media folks, of which there were the better part of 15 early in the week, they believe that Bo Pelini has the program trending back in the right direction. He came here to the Gator Bowl after his first season, after the 2008 season, and they believe he's built the talent back up where now they can get back into conference championship conversations.
Let's get to the Bulldogs a little bit. Mark Richt and I joked a few years ago, he'd been there 9 years, had won 90 games, 10 games a year, and somehow was on the hot seat. Has he escaped that a little bit? Are Georgia people happy? Is he happy to be here?
Well, I think there's always going to be an undercurrent of Georgia fans on the message boards, on talk radio, who say, hey, the SEC's won 7 national championships in a row, Auburn, Alabama, why not us? And that's fair. Georgia's got all the resources. They've got the recruiting base. They have not been able to win that one extra game that they needed last year with Alabama, or maybe an Auburn game this year. But Mark Richt is at peace with who he is, where his program is, and over the long haul, when you look at the total abstract of his 13 years in Athens, 13 years now, he has had some tremendous successes.
Final thought, Nebraska's had to play much of its season without Taylor Martinez. The great Aaron Murray goes down for Georgia at the end of the season. Who's overcome that? Who's ready to play without their quarterback?
Well, they both better be. I think for Georgia, Hudson Mason's only had one start. Nebraska's had a little more time to figure out who their backup is going to be. I think it's going to be Tommy Armstrong, who is a freshman, and when I went out to practice, he looked much better than the senior who was battling for that spot with him. So look for Tommy Armstrong to play for Nebraska on New Year's Day.
All right, Chad, great work. Do you like inside? Are you having fun in there?
I got a pot of chili on. You want to come
You're
inside?
the guy doing all the work.
Yeah.
You should have the pot of chili. More in a moment on our 1010XL preview of the Gator Bowl on CWC.